None of us did anything out loud.
We all just stood there and stared at each other.
Heel
And as
up,
you
have fun on your nature walk, and waves and goes to her
police
quadrant.
police just kind of like look at you guys, and you could like see them like nudging each other and being like, "What the are they?"
Lyric cups his hands together. Make sure to stay together when you know. Then he just like puts his hands down and walks into the woods, confusing the police even more. I hope.
It's like, what the shit?
These guys. We have these freaks protecting us.
We're live from New York
Oh,
or somewhere.
New York.
I'm
Or
from New
something.
York.
Oh, hey, I'm
It's
muted.
Tuesday
man.
night.
I'm muted.
Oh my god, it's the land with the pianos and the roads.
What?
Always.
Wow.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm not muted.
Hello.
Hello.
We need
I
a
am the
sexy
DM.
saxophone.
I am the DM, and these are my players.
Hey, us.
Yup.
Welcome, players.
It sounds like you're getting ready to introduce a Law and Order session. Where did it touch you, Tori?
This is
No.
the SVU. This is
The story of a
breaking of the
girl.
curse aid. Bum bum.
Got it around the whole world.
Taco.
Let's get into it, folks. Recap of what happened last time, but brief, because I think we all know where this is going.
I'll let
No,
someone
we're
else do the
good.
brief one.
Yuck.
Go for it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Or I could choose. All of you roll
No.
a d20 right
No,
now.
let them do the placebo effect or
No,
Mandela effect.
what? I want to know Xandra's crazy notes.
Oh.
No, those aren't it. Those are something different. That'll come up
Aw.
later. I will
Ooh.
make it come up later.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. I see a 14. I see a 16. I need
Oh,
a.
do I gotta roll? God damn
Yeah.
it.
I need...
I'm in the freezer. Hang on.
The
okay.
freezer.
I'm also in the
The
freezer.
freezer.
I'm also in the freezer.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Joy. Don't rock across. Sorry.
I swear to God.
Well, shit.
That's a D23. What?
Who?
That's not important.
Hooray!
Cool.
Middle of the
Team.
pack.
Guess what? Oh, actually, no, you aren't. Well, no, I need a D20 from Sanchi.
Oh, well,
Sanchi, I
if you
can't accept
insist.
23? What?
Sanchi, I can't accept such atrocities. Yeah, Stakim, tell me the recap.
Okay.
I got
Well,
lucky.
let's see. We woke up at a time.
Did you?
To be determined.
That's
We
the
woke
end of
up
the
at a
session?
time. Yes, we we and we have to scour the forest. So our friends scoured the forest in little sections. When you're in a search party, you know how you do those little stereotypically you would do your little search party lines. We
Yeah,
in
we've all been
scour the ground. We did that. So we broke up into teams of 2. It was Stakim and Silith and Sanchi and Lyric. Both dream teams if I've ever seen them. So, Silith and Stakim, Silith was asking questions that Stakim was not about.
Was I?
You asked a couple.
I asked if you like the woods!
Yep.
You asked about
You
this
don't like
day.
small talk. Yeah. So at least that's what I thought. Anyway,
Starts to know me. Man.
no, you asked something else. You asked something else, and Stakin I think was a little But yeah, so as we didn't, neither group found anything. I don't remember what Stakin and Lyric were chatting about over there. You guys can fill me in, I guess. But so no one really found anything in that first section of the woods, but then when we got to the second section, oh buddy, did we find some cameras from the science lab So they were hidden in the trees. Oh God, the trees. So then Stakeen and Silas started searching around the trees. We managed to pull a camera out without getting it harmed. So that's how we found out it belonged to the science lab nearby. And then we were radioing back and forth between both crews and then the other group.
Was it the other group? Or was it
Yeah,
just
we did.
Spears?
Well, I mean, the other group with Spears being the head of it all, but like, yeah, you know. So we found the cameras, and Sanchi was going up and flying high. Sanchi was basically threatened not to fly away.
No, she was not threatened. She was told. Someone else was told to do the threatening.
Mandela effect.
well,
It's going so strong.
Eh.
I felt threatened.
Well, that's good. Okay. So
It's
by the
so
time we
sneezing,
got
you just feel threatened when people are talking about you.
No, somebody told somebody else that if I should try anything, they have to do whatever they can to stop me. Not that there's
Yup.
much they could do to
And-
stop me.
And you were so threatened that you decided to talk about books in your book club.
That's right.
Oh
my
yeah,
book
that's
club.
right. You guys talked
Yep.
about your book club the entire time. You ignored Lyric.
Yep.
And then when Lyric tried to get involved, you were mean to him and told him that he couldn't join.
Yup.
But Lyric's dumb, and he thought you were telling him to join. Like,
Poor Lyric. Like, he just, God.
and he,
And I
like, they
quote,
both
"I have
awkwardly
never-
wanted.
I have never felt worse for Lyric than I do in this moment, quote unquote. That was from you.
Yeah, actually, yup.
It was genuinely both characters going, I don't really want to do this, but like, we're nice.
No, I still feel bad for Lyric. I've never felt worse for him than in that moment.
But then Sanchi.
I hold to that.
But then Sanchi reneged on it and offered him the ability to join if he can keep up with their brisk pace of, I think it was like 50 chapters a day.
But Sanchi also knows he can't read.
Exactly why he wasn't invited in the first place. Sanchi was
But-
bullied into this.
No.
Can I be honest
God.
with you? Lyric only did that because of the last time he thought you were bullying him. You were actually trying to be supportive. So now he just doesn't know.
Which time was
Aw.
that?
That was back at the that was back during the interviews. You were like no, I want you to actually do what you actually could do instead of like, I can't do it.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you had one of those moments with Lyric.
So,
Aw.
you guys go through the woods and Big
Yeah,
kaboom.
so we end up Sanchi and Lyric end up seeing some people in the science department. Like they're outside and all of that. But then we find both in so if you're looking at the woods, you have two sections of it. You have one section, Sanchi and Lyric were on the right side, Sylith and Stakeen were on the left. And you go back 3 rows of wooded tree area. In the very, very back, in like the middle, in both areas, there's a little cabin. I don't really remember what was on Sanchi and Lyric's side, but on Stakeen and Silas' side, there was a little garden. So they started inspecting the garden. Neither one of them knows jack shit about plants. So, Stakeen made sure to grab a few because guess who knows about plants? Our resident idiot, Lyric! So he brought some plants for Lyric. Maybe so he can identify, but also maybe so he can like, plants make him feel better. So here, Stakeen's trying to be nice. And then, as we start inspecting the house, we hear a big old kaboom! And who's in the middle of it all? Oh no. Alara! and she dead. Dead. But
Very
then,
dead.
yes.
Very, very dead.
Cold dead.
But then what
I
happens?
made sure to
Oh
bold that.
no, cold dead. Oh no, something happens, and now we're awake again at the start of the original day. Living Groundhog's Day. But what does our team do? We all freak the hell out and run to Alara's office to see if she is alive. And lo and behold, she definitely is, so we're all confused. But I don't like when we woke up, we had a very minimal conversation about how we're pretty sure this all happened, and we all remember that this happened.
And Kalishtar
But,
don't dream, so it's not a dream.
Yeah, yeah. The two of us were like extra panicked and freaked out.
But they
Yes.
travel through time.
We're like,
And you all did
Apparently.
hear a voice before your dream ended, but that's here.
oh yeah,
nor
we
there.
did hear the voice. Yeah.
There you go. Great.
I
Which
had to
we
make
also.
sure there wasn't a description attached to that voice, so.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Except for accented, but speaking in common, but not the accent you can place. But you all ended in the meeting room because you all busted in here like freaking
Kool-Aid Man?
I want to say Ghostbusters, but I haven't seen Ghostbusters, so I'm gonna go with more so of like any video game where you just fucking like Leon Kennedy kicking down the door for no
Yeah.
reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
of
Literally,
course.
all of you just go full cuckoo buffool and open this door as aggressive as possible. Alara looks at you all. You all look spooked as a ghost. And she's like, "You all okay? You look like you just saw a ghost." And that's where we are now. So, what y'all doing? What are you all saying in response? As she just looks at you as you all come humbling in here into this room.
In a way, ma'am, it is like we did see a ghost. Are you okay?
Is it obvious I didn't get much sleep? Is Stakeen, are you insulting me?
I mean, you do look a little tired, and you weren't out in the cafeteria, I guess.
We thought
So
you died.
we were a little concerned. No,
Well, I thought you died.
I'm gonna do that roll we talked about earlier, Tori.
Go for it.
It doesn't. Oh, I accidentally covered up my shit.
oh my god, it's the scary ice cream truck.
Cannot talk about ice cream trucks. We will get
Okay,
a
so
very
the
different
wisdom
conversation.
roll, for everyone else, the wisdom roll is Lyric is trying to remember now if he can think of anything unique to RQ's body from the sex dream that he had.
Oh
The
god!
what?
Little out of
And,
nowhere!
It
So-
will make sense if he remembers anything.
you remember him being very fit and
Oh, great.
very attractive
God.
as the
But
you know.
no scars,
common things.
tattoos, anything?
No, you don't notice any scars. Unfortunately, your arm was probably in the way to see any scars that could have existed.
Oh,
But-
God. Damn.
Sorry.
Your
Silas
arm
just gonna
was in the
take a
way.
deep breath real quick and
Mhm.
kind of look at the group and can we not do this shit today? I have a headache and I'm hoping to get some fresh air. And maybe if we finish up quickly, we can get some tacos. And like Death stares the group and then puts a finger up to her lips, like out of sight from Alara, points to her ear and then up.
And she
And-
looks up and she goes, "Do we need a medic? Are you all right? Just because I didn't eat breakfast does not mean I'm going to die."
No, I suppose that's fair, but I mean, just for curiosity, what were your plans for the day, ma'am? Maybe I can do them instead.
don't think you can, but we can sit down and talk about our game plan that I came up with last night about how we're gonna do the grid search.
Three
which I can
sections. Three sections.
I'm gonna
We're gonna
mind link
move
with
up.
Lyric. Don't say anything. Our comms are
Yeah.
probably compromised. Do not say anything out loud that would give it away. We can have an advantage if we can go along with it.
I
Speaking of that, and he actually says that out loud. Hey, Alara, quick question. And this, Spears, are you listening?
And you hear him like through the like office speakers. He's like, "Yes, as I spoke to you guys 15 minutes ago."
I don't know when you're listening. I have to ask. You know, you kind of actually are a prime example of why I'm about to talk about this. And he looks at Stocking for a second, and he kind of gives him a bit of an angry look. But then he goes to say something, and he doesn't. And then he looks back at Alara. So, Major, do you remember a conversation a while back? I already technically broke this order anyways, talking to Team B about it. What was it that RQ thought would happen if you were alone with us?
I'd probably go out into a town I'm not supposed to be and drink and get
No.
into business I'm not supposed to.
Before all that, like our first week of classes, when I gave you that gift.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I already broke this order when RQ found out about it. And you kind of mentioned something to me, and I think it should be appropriate here. Don't split us up. Although, and then he mind links with her really quick, I'm still your dog, and I know that you're going to ask me if I would bite anyone. And then out loud he says, and I would.
And she just kind of looks around.
Silas still glaring at him.
And
rightfully so.
she's like, "Okay. Let's calm down for a moment, everyone. Let's all have a seat, at least. Shall we? You all are still standing by the door."
Stacking kind of walks forward and like very cautiously takes a seat.
Thank you, Stakin, leading by example.
Sanchi
Dude.
flies up to the rafters and sits in the rafters.
Silas just gonna lean against the wall. And
Lit-
she'll do a mind link with Alara. Why are the Kalishtar dreaming?
And she has response back. She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Exactly. And it's not just Kalishtar. We had a shared dream that you are going to die. If you want, I can repeat this entire meeting word for word for you.
And she just kind of like looks at you. She says out loud, "Well, I'm sure that's not going to happen."
It is. I'm pretty sure it's an inside job. I'm pretty sure our comms are messed up. The police will not be at Nessa's cabin waiting for you. You will be attacked by the serial killer, and there will be no evidence. We are only alerted by a bang at roughly 9:30 a.m.
I wasn't going to go that hard. God damn.
This is all mind link!
Silent.
Is it a
Oh,
mind
never
link?
mind.
It's a mind link! I did not
It's
stop
still a
it.
mind
She's
link,
talking
okay.
out loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she responds back like, Supposedly that will happen at 9:30.
Lyric, mind links with Alara. It didn't take a minute.
Okay. She's kind of like sits down, and she's like kind of like puts her hands in front of her, and then she stands back up and she goes, "Could you give me all a moment?" Like,
She'll give a
Saki
little.
just kind of looks very confused and walks out.
And she'll say out loud, "Man, can I go grab you a coffee or something?" I
yes, that
think
would
we
be
all
great.
had a hard time with sleep. I think we could all use a coffee. And she'll start or like leave the room and kind of like hand wave, "Come on!" You know what? I'll do the gosh, finger wave just for you.
Oh, the dumb little yes. Gosh.
How to bring it back for you?
I hate that he is our running joke in this. He's literally the worst. But anyways, so you all dodge finger wingle the out of here.
Wait, before we go,
Yeah, that's like how do you all actually leave? I only heard of two.
before Lyric leaves, he looks at Alara and just like with the faintest smile goes, "I'm sorry. I don't want to see you like that, and I'm happy to see you like this." And he takes a step back and says, "And I also don't want him to hunt them down if he thinks that we did it." And he just walks out.
She just like doesn't say anything. And as Lasanchi, do you leave the rafters or do you
Yeah,
stay up
I'm
there?
gonna go.
Okay. And as like
Sanchi's
the
just
door's
chilling.
closing, you just hear her go, "What the?" Just kind of like lets the door close, and then you guys can't hear anything else, and you're outside of the door. What do you guys do?
Tacos for lunch.
What was
Yes?
that?
Tacos
Lyric
for lunch, yes?
beelines it straight to like however far outside he can go. He doesn't make eye contact with anyone as he does.
Do we want to talk about what happened?
Not out loud.
We don't have the, I don't know about Sanchi, but we definitely don't have the, abilities you guys have to talk in silent.
I am aware. We can talk one-on-one. But shall we head towards the cafeteria to go grab coffee since none of us slept well?
I guess.
Are we allowed to have
And-
coffees? Our diets and all.
I think they'll let us have coffee. That's a normal morning thing. It's good for the digestion, and that's not the point right
Yeah,
now.
but it's
I'm pretty
bad for
sure
your
we can have
balls.
coffee. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Okay.
And I'll mind link with Stalking. I don't remember hearing anyone but Spears.
I don't think so either. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was Kipper.
No. On the comms. Before everything went off, there was some frantic things happening. We never heard for Alara when she said she'd be coming directly after the interview. Her body was cold. Her body was f***ing cold.
So do you think
It
it was
didn't
long
happen.
before?
It had been a while. I don't know the timing. And she just kind of looks at her hands and like starts rubbing them as if they were dirty. I think our comms
Hakeem
are
really
compromised.
awkwardly just goes over to Silith and touches her shoulder and just goes, "Are you okay?"
I'll be fine. If we can change it, I'll be fine.
And if we can't? You're probably one of
figure
the
out
more
1 minute at a
reliable
time.
ones.
Minute at a time. She said she'd go after the interview. She said, okay. Do you think we could get the interview on the tablet? we can intervene. I don't give a about any borders.
Maybe we don't.
It's not like they can directly stop us. That would give us time to intervene and connect. That we could stop that. Also, there are supposed to be police posted. There were no police. It's possibly an inside job, which is why I do not trust the comms.
Understandable. Would it make more sense if we were out there then, if we got to that point, where it'd just be you and Lyric communicating? Completely silent for the rest of us the entire time?
I'm halfway tempted to just ditch the headset.
I think they'd notice that.
True. I was to say that, or I could give it to you, put some recordings on the tablet of my voice for bullshit small talk, and dip.
You really think they'd believe that I small talk?
Well, you did a little bit. And she'll give a slight smile.
I'm sure that surprised the hell out of them. I think it'd be more in character for me to not do that. But if that's what you prefer, we can do that. You seem to be a little more freaked out about this.
Let's just say... No, I'm not... I can't. Yes, I can't lose someone else in my arms. And she's just gonna, like, walk off and end the mind link and go get her coffee.
Sanchi? Actually, are you anywhere near Stakeen?
I mean, we were all walking for coffee, weren't we?
I believe so.
But did you go anywhere else?
No, I've just been
Like
walking
Lyric
with you.
did? Okay. How are you feeling about all of this?
Life goes on. It's not the weirdest thing to have ever happened.
I suppose no, but...
Besides, what do we really owe her? If she doesn't want to trust us, that's whatever. Besides, also, I thought that we weren't supposed to be discussing it because of the possibility that our comms are tapped.
I mean, I suppose that's fair.
If anything, we should probably decide how we're gonna work within the bounds that Ilara herself established to, do things differently.
I suppose that's, fair. Let's... Ugh! Do you want to go check on Lyric, or do you want me to?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I guess
I'm assuming
I
Silent is
could.
still far away.
I went and got my coffee. and pouring her one, and...
I don't know if I'm the most emotionally available, as they say, but I can talk to him, I guess.
Well, you were with him.
I was with you, too.
Not really.
Oh, you mean yesterday? Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, the part that we... You know, the most memorable part we were all there for together.
Fine. I'll go check on Lyric, and you go off with Silent, and I guess just make sure she's okay too. I know you're not the most emotionally available, but if you can try, I'm sure they would appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, okay.
And at that point, Stakeen goes in an attempt to find Lyric.
Doberoni macaroni. So thankfully you don't have to go too far because he storms pretty fast. And you see a giant long hallway, and you saw him walk down it, and you can't really get in any of the doors, so you know he went down the very long hallway. And ultimately you find him at the front desk arguing with, like, the poor little bus boy, poor little, like, bellboy that's just like, "Sir, I can't let you out. I'm so sorry." And Lyric's like, please let me out. And he's like, I'm so
Can I do this?
sorry. Your clearance says not outside without authorization of person watching. I'm so sorry.
Lyric responds now. Lyric responds now with, and he punches the wall closest to him, accidentally forming a psychic blade that he's been trying for a while, and now it's happening.
And he holds up his gun as Stocking shows up with him just pointing
Whoa.
his gun, the wall crumbling.
There you go. Moves his hand back. The knife vanishes. He looks at it and goes, no, and he just turns around and walks away, completely ignoring the little dude. He tries to just find anywhere he can be to scream.
And you turn around and you see, like, as you turn around, you pretty much just, like, run into Stocking's chest. Because he's legitimately right there. And the poor little busboy's just like, what do I do? And he's just, like, losing it back there. He's just having his moment. But you two are now at the front desk with the poor little panicked bellboy. What do you do?
You
I
okay,
tell him
Lyric?
to shut up. Lyric looks at Stocking and immediately mind links with him. I'm not going to give you any shit because you've made it clear from the beginning you don't want to be the leader. But I want to ask you something, Stocking. However fast that happened, what do you think would have happened to Silith if she was alone when that door opened and he was there? If when we go back, we need to stick together in groups. I don't want either of you. And he puts his hand up on Stocking's shoulder. I don't want either of you to get hurt. And he just looks away from Stocking and out loud he goes, every plan I've made fails. So please step up. And he just walks around Stocking and tries to go back to whatever room he can.
Stocking follows Lyric and just kind of goes, I have full confidence that Silith can take care of herself. However,
We can't take someone who can handle her.
Silith made a good point that she thinks that all of this was done way beforehand. So
That's
it could be
something
a
you
very
guys
high
can think.
could be a very high possibility that he was ganged up on, snuck up on, taken by surprise. There's a lot of different things that could happen outside of just a regular bomb blast. We can take care of ourselves. You don't have to worry about that.
If anyone, even if it was one or a group, he re-mind links with Stocking.
That wasn't a mind
was-
link? I thought we were still mind linked.
Oh, no, I walked away from you and broke eye contact.
Honestly, I don't know if you have to maintain. It just says to create it.
I would
Oh.
say he followed you in the room, so he was still at least in periphery. If you want to be on the
Okay.
technicality.
Then yes, we will be mind linked. And he just goes,
Yeah, I don't think Stocking would have said that, considering the whole thing with Sanchi and the comms.
they just looks back at Stocking, and he just looks not tired, but he looks there's nothing. He can't think of a single way to fix any of this, and he can see it, and he sorry. As he's sitting there trying to gather himself, he just says, if you think it matters if it's one person or another, then you're missing the point. I'm used to seeing people die. Hell, I've killed plenty. But I don't want to see any of you die. And if it was one person or if it was a group, it's still crazy to think about this. She's the only person that's ever caught me stealing, and she wasn't even looking at me. I've stolen from people in the Thieves Guild. Hell, I've stolen from most of the people I've ever worked with. Please don't tell Sanchi. And
I heard you.
she just enters the mind link. I heard that. He continues to say, none of those people mattered to me. I could look any of their family in the eye and say that. But I couldn't look at any one of you in the eye and be okay with it if you died and there was anything we could do. I don't think I can do any kind of thoughtful help to work with any of you guys. And I want everyone to cover each other. I know you guys can all handle each other. I'm the only one that even knows how strong Silith is, because I'm the only person she wanted to punch, I guess. Thinking back. But in fact, I'm the only one who knows how every last person in this party can punch. And I know that you guys are strong. But if someone can get snuck up on or ganged up on, and they're that perceptive, and with all those hands that make Silith stand look like it's just the beginning of what she could do. Alara is a monster walking around in the shape of a person. She inspires me, but she died. And when I walked in that room, all I could see was both of them dead. I don't want to see any of you dead.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Personally.
And one more thing. What I was getting on about in there, you should know. You're our leader, and I'll mind link with the other two at some point to let them know too. And it's why I did what I did as the rat, and... Well...
What?
Is it Commander or is it Commander? No, whatever. RQ, who thinks that we're gonna kill her if we ever end up alone anywhere with her. He told us straightforward. He dislikes you, likes Spears a whole lot, and thinks that he has the better way of doing things. Told her that she could basically lose herself and, like, was a horrible killer, or maybe she said that he thought she was a horrible killer. But either way, the conversation pretty much ended with her saying that she's the one that ended up in charge because she led by her gut, while he would have been stuck behind doing his little planning and would do work or whatever. I did not want to say do work, but that just came out. But the long and short of it is that at some point the idea of us killing her came up. I'm terrified because I saw the woman I want to be with die, and the only thing I can think about is that the rest of Team B will kill us if that happens, or they'll try. I don't want to hurt them either. Well, I mean, I could give or take RQ, nice as his ass is.
Well, I don't. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I know a lot more about the military than
Most of us.
and a lot of these guys in the military that than you guys probably should know. I did have, and Sakine just kind of looks down a little bit and takes a deep breath and goes, "If it makes you feel any better, Lyric, there's a reason why RQ hates me.
What did you
There's a
kill him?
reason why
Your
Alara
wife?
trusts me like she does.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna go much further than that for now.
Blue
But
balls.
there's also a reason why. There's a reason why she would believe that I at least, or why they believe I at least would kill all of them at some point. But there's a reason why Alara trusts me. And we can leave it at that. Am I saying she's right? No. However, I don't think you have to worry that much because there's a reason why we were all chosen for this particular mission. There's a reason why Alara is in charge of us. The words, I can't tell you what you want to hear. However,
What do I want to hear?
that she'll be okay. That will be okay.
I don't think she. Oh, I don't think she'll be okay.
No, but I am telling you, however, that there are things in this world, in this mission, probably, that are more dangerous than what we are going after right now.
I mean, yeah. Have you ever heard of a Taras?
There are scarier things than that, but
Like the jean god, like the pants gods.
yes, sure, but I don't think. The point is that we'll find a way, and if we don't, we're kind of, I guess, it's something that was always supposed to be.
Yeah. When it comes to
And
that
there's
kind of thing, I
nothing
can be.
we can do.
I mean, that's how I kind of see life as it is, anyways. What makes me so scared about all this is if this dream ends up coming true. A, demons exist, kind of crazy. By the way, you should know that lizard lady that we were on about during the investigation. She definitely saw a demon. If any of what we saw today was real, then yeah, demons exist. Also, I'm probably gonna fuck you.
I don't think he'll let you do that.
See, I don't want to do it either, but like, this dream ends up being real. Like, this wasn't the first time. Actually, the first time was when everyone thought me. You know what? Never mind.
Mm-hmm. So I guess at this point, the best advice, Lyric, is to hold in your anger, because being this emotionally discharged never helps anyone. It could actually hurt Alara more than it is helping.
That's
A
why I
clear
was trying to
head,
be.
use your emotions more strategically. Look at Silith. She cares. However, she's strategizing right now
What do you
and has
think I was
already
doing
talked to
back
the rest
there?
of the team.
What
What
do
have
you
you
think
done?
I was
Does this help?
I was smiling when I talked to her back there. I was trying to act like I had it together. I didn't make any. I gave you an angry look. You know why now. But I did my best to keep it together. I haven't talked to any of you because I don't know. I don't know what to do, and I told you already. I don't think I can actually be of any help when it comes to figuring things out. You saw what happened last night.
Yeah,
And
we all did. And right now, you're the one separating the team.
I'm not separating anything. Right now, all that's happening is we're trying to get our heads together. When it's time to actually do something, I will be there. But right now, everyone's trying to breathe. Let me do that for a minute.
Hmm. All right.
I'm
Well,
sorry that
while
I'm
you
sorry
do
about the
this,
scene in the lobby. I'll accept whatever responsibility comes from that.
well, while you do this, the rest of us will be in the cafeteria. We'll be waiting. And
Wait,
Stucky.
everyone's already meeting up. I thought people were getting coffee or
No,
whatever.
that's exactly. We're getting coffee, and we're meeting up. As
Oh, fine.
leader,
I'll come.
I'm taking initiative on this now.
Oh, it's about time, boss daddy. And then he just walks past him and starts walking to the cafeteria.
Well, while you all walk, Silent and Sanchi,
That's
y'all
us.
get your coffees. What you talking about? Here, I'll throw us in a cafeteria that is not what it looks like at all. But
Oh, wow,
here's
it's
your
so nice here.
cafe.
Thanks,
So
cool. Smell
similar. Looks very similar, except different. You all walk in and you do see coffee machines at the ready.
Is there a sink in here to like wash your hands beforehand?
Yeah.
Cool. She is just nonstop washing her hands right now. Like scrubbing like hardcore. It probably has been the entire time they were out in the hall.
You okay?
Uh,
I think they're clean.
no. She'll mind link with Sanchi.
Sure. I accept. This is like car collect. I don't have any money.
So she establishes the mind link, establishes, can talk back, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where y'all found me?
Yeah.
Did y'all
Yeah.
go out back and see the graveyard?
I didn't personally, but I think one of the other guys from the Claw did. From the Talons.
I guess I can't say married, but you've seen the scar. I wasn't the only one.
Oh.
And she died in my arms, and there was nothing I could do. I can't. I can't do that again. I can't.
You won't
be okay.
have to. We'll make it better. Believe in me. We'll find a way.
I've got a few ideas. I've been running it back. I'm convinced the comms are they're compromised. I don't know. I could potentially take her place at the interview. That would tell us if it's a complete inside job or something else. If they don't know her face, they would go after me.
How would you ever allow
I
it?
don't think that'll work. I don't think it'll work.
I don't think it'll work either. I think we need to retrace. We need to figure out what her schedule was for the day. She had that interview?
That's the other thing. We never heard from her. That's another reason I think the comms are messed up. You would think she would have checked in, told us something to do or whatnot when she was done with the interview. But we will have our tablets. If it has a connection, we can watch the interview and know exactly when she's done.
She's never
we can
checked
meet
in
up with her
before.
then.
She always lets us go on our own.
Yes, but especially with the evidence being found, no comments on preserving it or anything like that. I say that's the other thing. We can go grab that immediately and meet back up. That way we still fulfill our obligations. We can... The problem is the grid. If they're watching us, if we're going too fast, that could be suspicious. We can go get the stuff. We can try and meet up ahead of time. Her body was fucking cold. It happened before that. It had to have been some amount of time.
We do know that that's where... Well, do you remember if there was blood pooling below her? Was she moved? Did she die there?
It was pretty messy.
So she probably died there. We could probably head there right away.
But we're still being monitored on our location. That's why if we can get there when the interview ends, that will give us the head start because she still has to get there. We will at least be a good half-mile ahead of her.
We don't even know when the interview will end.
That's why I said we can watch it on the tablet potentially.
Right.
Or make sure that she alerts us. But again, if the comms are compromised, it may not come to us.
Mm-hmm. Who would compromise? I mean, do you think it's...
There were no police. There were supposed to be police stationed at the place. So
Yes,
that's... It could be an inside job. It could be them. They could be paid off.
Yes, but access to our comms would be a very limited number of people, right? It would just be
I mean...
the other group, RQ and...
I mean, she's going... Well, she's supposed to tell us that the perp managed to hack into the blacksmithing family, their internal thing that's only supposed to be done in-house. So we know he has tech skills.
I would hope that our firewalls are miles beyond
but we also
business.
have to be suspicious of the science facility that is literally right next door, and therefore us pulling the comms could immediately alert them and have them move.
Yes,
but they seemed off, and we're right next to him. What's saying they don't have something that could interfere? Especially if they are being investigated, especially if they're connected to all of this.
We also know that the killer, whoever it is, used the same MO that they used for the other victims. The hole punch in the back of the neck.
That's why it could all be connected, it could not, but the police weren't there and our comms are compromised.
Right. I also have a suspicion it's related to the egg gene, and the egg gene is related to the scientist, right? So there is that
That's
connection.
what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. I'll get into that a different time. I need to get more information on my own thoughts, but
right.
That's not what I need to think about right now.
Maybe that's why the cameras were watching us, to see how far we'd gotten.
Well, they were off.
Were they?
At least mine was. I don't know about your guys's. It was off. At least it looked off.
Well, it was off when I pulled it out. We'll
Still
figure
thinking
something
the
out.
best bet, if we can get our cameras quick, well, first we have to convince her of what's going on. Alert her to tell us what's when she leaves or when the interview is over. If we can't get it on the tablet, get our cameras quickly and meet back up with her, or at least check out the cabin as much as we can.
Right.
Okay, just focus on this. Just focus on this. Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
And I shut off the water.
She'll kind of shake her hands off and then just go grab coffee for her and Alara. I think I'm all right. I think I can. Okay.
Sanchi puts.
I will try and explain it more to her via MindLink when we get in there.
Sanchi puts a comforting arm on Silas' shoulder.
What are you standing on?
No, it's a reaching
Just
up.
patting my ass.
I can reach your shoulder. Yes, barely.
Did you pick up the
I'm only 5'7". I'm not that tall. I'm average.
I am quite short.
Now realizing the logistics of it all. But
Listen, pat the ass.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
and around this
It's the
point,
time.
Stakeen and Lyric come. Sorry, I suddenly have the hiccups. Come walking in, and they see you grabbing coffees and like doing little stirs with the like creamer and shit. And you all are together again. Big ol' happy family.
Happy's a word for it.
Little stir.
This is what do you mean? This is an average Easter Sunday.
She's not wrong.
Happy family. So, you all are together at the coffee bar now. So now we get to have coffee talk. Ooh.
I will mind link with Lyric. I guess you're the only one who I haven't filled in on the beginning of my plan. So,
Just tell me
if
how I can be out of the way.
right now what I am thinking is our comms are probably compromised. I don't know if it has something to do with the police or the science building or both. The police were not stationed out front, therefore that area is not secure, potentially a threat. We still will have to work within the confines of our duties. If we can go get the cameras immediately and then meet back up and either stake out the cabin or whatnot, that's one potential way. If we can get the news feed of the interview, we will have that on the tablet so we can meet back up with her immediately. I will tell her to make sure she tries to communicate with us. We can try and establish some sort of word to make sure the comms are not compromised in that regard, that we can at least get that through. That way we can at least be a group.
You say comms, but like, when's the last time you heard from the other two? Wouldn't it just be calm? What have Wade and Connor
That's
been?
exactly what I'm saying. There's an excuse, or we never heard from RQ, we never heard from Wade or them. It's possible that someone is impersonating Spears. That is one of my theories right now. It's up in the air, I do not know. But it's safe to proceed, assuming that everything we hear is going to be used against us. Therefore, it's best to continue as normal as possible, as difficult as that it is right now. That means whatever jokes or what have you to throw out will at least be good distraction to prevent any, I guess, thought that they're on us. I am unsure what to do about the tracking, which is why I'm saying if we have the feed, that will give us an immediate time where that won't matter.
Does me punching a hole in a wall and scaring the shit out of a bellhop count as normal?
She'll put down the coffee and just go over there and give him a hug.
Lyric hugs her back. And he kind of like, you can feel that like, it's a full embrace, but he's not actually like, how do I put this? You feel that, you can feel that if you wanted to literally get out, you could immediately. Like, he's not, he's being as tactful as possible.
Oh, she's giving him like an actual like squeeze. Not like bear hug, but like an actual hug.
Then yeah, he'll return the favor then.
And she'll say out loud, got a little emotional there. I don't know what that was. Anyways, coffee break's over. Should we get back to the meeting?
Probably should.
Before or anything else, so Eric follows up with what she said was, well, I mean, considering the hallway last night was that out of Nola? And he just turns around and like gives her a smile and walks away.
Oh yeah, that apparently my face is back to normal while saying that.
Let's
at least out loud.
Probably do that too. Oh.
You have advantage.
Oh yes, I do.
Bless.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe.
You just have to click it one more time. You don't have to toggle the advantage. Then you'd be rolling 3 times, not twice.
Well, hold on. Let me go turn advantage back.
Just set it to toggle.
Like, that's
theory,
exactly what I was doing. I was like, oh. Oh yeah.
There you
you do
go.
the advantage toggle. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty. So you all walk down looking much more normal and calm. And did you guys want to do this in any particular way, or are you good with just like walking in?
I'll knock first. I'll take lead. I'll knock
Okay.
first. Sorry about that. I think the caffeine withdrawal was hitting me. Anyways, here you go. It's 2 sugars and a cream. Hopefully that's good for you.
And you see her just kind of like tight, like you look, not necessarily like look at her screen, but you just kind of notice it. And she just is really absorbed in what she's doing. And you just see a bunch of techie computer stuff going on. And she's like, all of you sit.
I sit.
Sits. Doesn't even go to a chair. Sits.
She just like kind of briefly looks over her and she's okay. She's like, can you all cover your ears for a moment?
Sure. I cover my ears, but I have
I'll
really
do
good
it.
hearing.
Does it?
Stockine, are you just being a stone cold stallion?
Sure. I guess. I guess I cover my ears.
Can you all roll Constitution saves for me?
Oh joy.
Oh no.
Same.
Yes.
Nice! What a weird group to fail this. Stockine and Lyric, you guys are fine. You just like notice it and then you're like, whatever. Unfortunately, Silith and Sanchi, all of you end up hearing this, but only 2 of you are owied by it. And not owie as an HP.
Oh, she
place.
wasn't plugging her ear. She was literally just doing the mist.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we were both listening.
And you guys just hear like the highest pitch noise kind of come through, and then like it just kind of goes silent. It's one of those like nails on the chalkboard sound. You all, Sanchi and Silith, y'all don't like high pitched noises. Stockine, Lyric, they probably can't even hear it, but they do. But it
Do
doesn't
I
phase
have
them.
resistance to the psychic damage?
There's no actual damage. It just kind of
Yeah.
owied your brain.
Okay.
And
You have to
then
have a
Brain.
brain to be hurt by psychic damage.
True. True. And she's like, all right. And she stands up and like does the little like dusty hand motion, takes a sip of the coffee, and she then stands up and she's like, okay. So, are you guys feeling better?
Like I said, I think it was just caffeine withdrawal.
My ears hurt.
It gives an over-exaggerated smile.
Mm-hmm. And then she looks over at the floor near the door. Are we all feeling better? No longer worried that I'm going to die or anything?
That will be.
We're already running late, so figured I'd ask before I could finally get on with the presentation I was supposed to do, but it seemed like you all had some matters you needed to attend to. I don't know what you got into last night after I remember you all going to bed just fine from what I could tell, but
Well, I think if I can speak for the group, I think we all have this feeling that something is going to happen when we're out there, and we are just worried about you. So maybe if you're planning on utilizing all 4 of us, maybe one of us can stay behind with you to make sure, you're okay, put those troubles at ease.
uh-huh. Or I think you all are very capable of knowing. I mean, Lyric at times has a moment of catching on, but I am not someone you need to worry about dying. I don't go down easily, one could say. And I imagine that's due to my upbringing, along with, well, whether it's true or not, I have been rumored to have. I will not confirm or deny, but my mother has always told me the stronger the bloodline of the Kalishtar, the more connected they are with their ancestors. And thankfully, I have a very strong bloodline that goes way further back than it ever should. And ultimately,
King kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
I'm very connected with them. And to learn from history, you have to know what happened in the past and what choices they made, and then not make those. It's how I got where I am today. It's how I'm going to get to tomorrow, and many, many moons afterwards. And besides, if anything was to happen to me, it seems I have a lot more dogs in my pack than I knew of. So, with that said, I think it's pretty clear that you all are deeply concerned, seeing, something's happened. Whatever it is, I just need to know that you all are capable of doing your job today.
If what you're saying is true, and I really don't want to doubt you because it's awesome, but why does AllQ think we could take you then?
Oh my goodness. Because he thinks I would get attached and soft and put down my guard, like a damsel in distress. And she looks at you with like a really over-exaggerated pouty face, like,
He literally like winces a little and goes, "Don't do that. That's so not you."
Exactly. So,
But
ultimately, he believes you guys were a lot worse criminals than you were.
I mean, you do have 2 murders on your team.
Mm-hmm. And I can guarantee my number's still double yours. Combined.
Probably.
Not just that, I've had very extensive training. That's not just of military training. I've done the undercover work. I've gotten the training through many of the guilds. So I know how to street fight and do professional fighting. And I usually have guns. So I'm usually in the up and up here. Plus everything else I have. Like my brain. But either way, the last thing I should be is a concern of dying. If you trust me, then you trust my skills. If you had a bad nightmare about me dying, I find it very, very flattering that you care that deeply about me to think about you even in your dreams. Now, whether those were dreams for you and Silith, odd, because we don't dream. The closest we do is, again, see memories of our past. So maybe you guys have a past ancestor way, way down the line that saw someone very similar to me die or something of that nature.
And we all saw that same ancestor too.
Maybe.
Let's not think it's about a memory, please.
Well, the issue is I didn't have this, so at least I'm not related to you, Lyric. But I have a pretty extensive history of my family, so I'm well aware of who's really involved and who isn't. But
wait, but I'm not related to AllQ either, and he just kind of stops.
Married. But
I know I wouldn't ever try to go for a married person, but like, just look.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't our first night having dreams.
It was his. Well, that's very interesting. Outside of that, I know nothing of these dreams that you all are having. But well, as much as I should be concerned, I'm on the job, and more so, the biggest thing I'm concerned about is your mental well-being. You all had a, symbiotic group meltdown. It was like watching those one people that wore the cool Nikes. They all just kind of had a little breakdown. It's very odd.
That's a Nike.
It's a type of shoe. But Regardless.
Please make sure to use your comms. That is all I'll say. And I'll sit down, like actually
Well.
sit down normally.
Well, lucky for you, I just disabled those earlier. But, which is what that ringing was. So no one had to listen in on this. But I can use them. I would like to go over the plan for today, at least, if that's okay with you all.
Grid search.
Stocking and me will be on the left. Lyric
Me
and Sanchi on the right. We're searching the area. There will be 2 cameras found in trees on the second square.
And we have to make sure that Sanchi doesn't go above the plant life no matter what. And I am your loyal attack dog, Bark Bark.
See, we got it.
You'll be doing a press conference. You don't have to do it. This isn't some memory. And I already told you, we've already done this. I can pretty much recite it word for word. Also, Team B found that the order was either hacked or done inside, and that Serafina never left her building after she got there and had no signs of distress. Do not talk to, do not answer, do not look at the press, don't even act like they are there. Just walk down the path that is between the graveyard and the manor, quote unquote. Do not speak to the police. Shall we get going? We have time to make up, don't we?
We do. But, I mean, the only other thing I'd say is be cautious out there.
You think we're not? Especially
Yeah.
after we're
Keeping
having
you
a
out of the
mental
cabin.
breakdown?
Well, there's clarity sometimes takes time, but either way,
Oh.
yes, that was the plan. Do you guys want to change any of it?
You're not going
Yeah,
to
you go
approve
into
it?
the cabin.
So
Besides,
you
also
want to go straight to the cabin?
together, all of us.
As soon as you're done with your interview, please meet back up with us. Or at least have us check out the cabin first.
Uh-huh.
Well, hell, even have us stand in the first section of the forest. I've been kind of feeling a bit of a release. No weirdness intended, but I'm pretty sure I could talk to you guys for a very long distance now. Very long distance.
Well, they do say the land of Greasor is very, haunted and powerful. They say it's some of the oldest forests that are in the island of Egg.
That's part of the problem. Anyways, shall we get going?
I don't think it's a problem. I think history's a good thing. My ancestors saw these woods. Thank you very much. And she stands up and she goes, well, are we all ready to go then? I do have to turn the comms back on, but...
There's one thing I should probably mention. I kind of started feeling this release right around the time that maybe possibly someone damaged the lobby entrance area and possibly, perhaps, not naming any names here, and he like puts his hands together and kind of like claps his fingers individually back and forth. May have scared the shit out of a bellhop.
Right. So you broke the wall. It's okay. Jimmy already sent the email. It had a lot of typos in it, so I figured he was really startled.
That's one way to put it.
I heard he likes flowers if you pick some on our way there. And she starts heading towards the door. Shall we?
Ma'am.
Alrighty. And then she like clicks on her little phone. Cover your ears again if you don't want it to hurt. In 3, 2,
We'll actually plug you.
1.
Yeah, me too.
And they come back on.
Wow.
And you just kind of like hear a bunch of weird little static and everything going on, and then it comes back. And she's like, sorry, Spears. They just went down. It was a shame. And he's like, it's okay. It's not my job. And she just like looks puzzled for a second, and she's like, I don't know about that. But you all get in the car, Beepity boppity boop.
That's us in the car.
And you're in the vehicle. And yet
Wow.
again, Stakeen, you're in the front with her.
Uh,
Of course. As the rest of you are in the back. Of course. And the little robot is nowhere to be found. He's already in the table. Which is also canonical to last time.
Yep.
And you all get in the car and you start driving. And she turns to you, Stakeen, and she goes, "You sure they're okay to do this today?"
well, we gotta don't. Well, we don't really have a choice, do we?
I can turn around. Traffic laws are optional for me.
And what will you do?
Well, I'll just tell them you all woke up very sick, and we'll try again tomorrow.
Stakeen kind of thinks to himself for a moment. We are all pretty shook up after what happened yesterday, but I don't think we can stop whatever it is that's going to happen. You said you were close with your ancestors, right?
Yes, you also. Something puzzles me. You keep saying yesterday, but yesterday you guys just sat in a room with Velna.
And
That was
she kept saying
traumatizing.
yesterday.
Private conversation.
But yes, I am close with my ancestors.
Hmm.
I didn't know Valna had such an effect on you, Stucky. Or everyone else in the room.
Well, pretty, I guess, persuasive. But it's just, a feeling they seem to get that
Mm-hmm.
they care about you a lot.
I can tell. It's quite
And,
humbling.
I believe it.
Also just won me $500, but
Glad to see we can at least help you in that front.
Well, it's not like
Stakeen
I'm
kind of rolls
hurting.
his eyes again.
Well, I'm not hurting for cash. It's just, I bet RQ that you guys would like me. And he's like, there's no way they would like you. You're bossy and yada, yada, yada. The usual RQ sayings he has.
Yeah, well,
Ultimately,
Lyric needs someone to dominate him.
truly, I guess. But
We're winning at least
regardless,
the money there.
yes. But it's all very nice that you all like me at least. Enough to have a mental breakdown about dying, or myself dying. But yes, I'm close with my ancestors.
Hmm,
What of it?
nothing. Just an interesting thing to say.
Well, it usually puts Kalishtar's mind at ease. But a sense of familiarity would help them, is what I figured would be the best thing to do. And it's not like I was lying.
Yeah.
I do meditate every night, and my mother did tell me that all the time. Whether it's true to our race or not, I'm not too sure, but I believe it. And it's gotten me through the darkest times. I mean, I meditated to them last night about how I have to answer all these interview questions and make sure I don't slip up at all.
You're nervous about your interview?
Always. If I know more information, I want to talk about it and just be honest with people. But I'm quite literally in the wrong field for that. So
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I have to constantly be at the, "Oh, I know nothing. It is a shame that I know nothing. More to come." It drives me nuts. That's why I let RQ do all of that. He's good at hiding things.
Yeah, he is a lot
Swedish
better
people.
at it than you are.
Truly. So, I mean, I have to practice. I have to believe what I'm saying and act like I don't know any better.
Hmm.
Not just that, the press here are very weird. They freak me out. I ran into them before, a couple times. They
Oh,
even believe my name's Major Ham.
why don't they believe that?
No, they do. That's the problem. Who would believe my last name's Ham?
Well,
It's omelet, obviously.
yeah, there are a few people in the world, I guess, that could easily get detoured to that.
But yes, so they know me as Major Ham, and ultimately, what I'm hoping for, and though I prepped for this question, I'm hoping they ask me about RQ's dating life. That'd win me another
You would.
$100. Well, RQ believes no one will ask about it, and I'm like, RQ, you're literally the egg's bachelor now. You're doomed. But,
Not wrong.
you know, if I could win 600 in a day, that's good money right there.
That's what you're concerned about?
No, I'm concerned about, finding these women and my job. But at this point, I can only do so much. I'm already breaking the speed limit and past 2 stoplights.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. You sure you don't want to be a little more careful?
It's fine, they're optional.
What?
What are they gonna do? Arrest me?
You know, there's this magical place called Maryland where they don't believe in traffic laws either. You might want to look
Oh.
that up a little bit.
Interesting. What a good place. I heard that one of my family members had a friend named Mary.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, the option to turn around.
Well, that's long gone. That was 2 lights ago. The 2 I passed. I mean, unless you want to turn around, then I can, but I might get everyone tummy sick for real.
Stakeen's really contemplating it. He's like, what would they want?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if you want to ever give them the chance to hear our conversation, you can just speak to them. It's on the tablet there.
I suppose I could.
Unless you like our private chats, Stakeen.
He kind of side-eyes her.
And she just fully looks at him, not looking at the road.
Please, pay attention to what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this been too long for the joke that I haven't been driving this whole time?
Look. I just don't... I don't trust the idea of you driving nearly as crazy as... What do you mean you're not driving this entire time?
Well,
Why is this thing driving so crazy?
Oh,
And then he immediately goes back to the tablet. Do we want to turn around?
Yes, god damn it, yes!
No. Why would we turn around? So we couldn't
Because
be there when
silence
she
is
dies?
broken, and he just kind of like shakes a
Well,
little.
we
Huh?
have the option.
Sorry. I'm fine.
Do you want to
Oh.
turn around, Silas?
No. I'm fine.
Well, I guess we have our consents. What word am I trying to say
Consent.
here? Alright, thank you.
Census.
Yeah, that, I think. Yes, that.
All right, well, there's your answer. Let's keep going.
Good. Because we're pretty much there.
Oh.
Would have been silly to turn around now.
Can I
Would
do
it-
a few checks real quick?
Yeah. What kind of checks you want to make?
Is one
I
a
wanna
tummy
do-
check?
Oh, tummy check? Kinda,
A
not
tummy
really.
check.
Tummy
what?
check.
Tummy check.
Tummy check.
I want to do a perception on my reflection. Anything out of the ordinary?
You look very sad.
So sad.
Okay.
Just very.
How about a medicine check?
You
Anything
feel
else?
very sad.
Okay, let's see if I can continue with the good rolls. An Arcana check. God damn it.
You do. I will say this. Feel more like charged.
Facts.
There you go.
Cool. I think that's I think that's all I can really do on my end. Yep. I have been glaring at my reflection.
Oof.
Okay, that's it for me.
Sorry, having some. Jordan messaged me, or I'm sorry, Scandalous Little Corn Muffin messaged me, and
Leslie,
I
do you
love
like my
it's
notes
Friday
that I
next
wrote
week.
up? My Delulu notes?
yeah, those are her Delulu notes, guys.
They're actually
God.
longer.
Yeah.
They're actually longer, but we already went over part of them.
Insane. But anyhow, so you all pull up. Skirt. You pull up to the place and you see a very familiar group of reporters all standing there being like, "Where are they? What is happening? They're running late.
Where's
Was there a
Harpy?"
development? There's a development in the case. Hear ye, hear ye? Town meeting. Town meeting." No, but they're just like losing it. Not like angry losing it like they were at RQ, but just like they're very restless and annoyed that things are taking as long as they are. And before she gets out, she like unmutes the little like tablet in the front so she can speak to those in the back. And she's like, "Okay, guys, I will be sure to use my comms. I'll let you know when I'm done. Is that fair if you guys still go and do the searches that you need to do? While yes, I'm aware you may be already very familiar with the land because of whatever. But could you possibly just look again to see if there's anything new that you may have missed the last time? And I'll do these interviews and I'll let you know when I'm done."
Yes, ma'am.
Quick question. How far apart in terms of miles is the left to the right side sectors that we'll be in?
Oh yeah, all of you get your bitch asses down here. um, like I believe they're like 2 miles,
2 miles.
I
maybe
don't
a
think I can do that
mile.
quite yet.
4,500 feet per square. So you guys are 12,500 feet apart.
Shoot.
On
That's
the
pretty far.
low end.
Bitchin'.
How long's your
4,000.
interview?
It depends on when they stop asking questions.
Well, surely they have a time slot that they're trying to fill.
Are we able to watch it from our tablet?
Well, no, it's pretty much all audio. It's for the papers here. Sorry, I hit
Ow.
my knee.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I thought you like got possessed for a second.
No,
I thought that was a
hit my
door
knee.
squeaking.
Her knee was
No.
possessed by pain.
My poor desk. Oh, I can't wear a dress tomorrow. I'll look like I got beat. But anyhow. But no, it's more so like old school reportery. They have like their little recorders, but this is all for the local papers. Here in Greasor, they're not big on like outside media because of the, you know, nature of their place.
Of
But
course they're not.
well, it's more so this is a local case. And so none of the international, or not even international, but you know, like people from Benedict and Florentine aren't here. This is small. Getting into Greasor is not easy. So, you know.
Can we do a perception check to see if we actually recognize all the people in the crowd?
Yeah.
Can I do an insight check to see if there's anyone suspicious in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, let's see.
Average.
What do I got?
Yeah. let's see
I'll
what
go
y'all
perception
got
here as
for-
well.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Sanchi is playing on her Game Boy. Not Nintendogs is calling her name.
Let's
So
see. Hang on. There's something
Okay.
new I just got. I wanted to make sure. Here, can I? I'm gonna put this. Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted.
Know thy enemy. Starting at 7th level, if you spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, you can learn certain information about its capabilities compared to your own. The DM, of course, tells you if the creature is your equal, superior, or inferior in regards to 2 of the following characteristics of your choice: strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current hit points, total class levels, if any, fighter class levels, if any. Yeah, this bitch is very inferior to you.
Well, okay.
They're pressed. They
They're
are little,
commoners.
like, they're
Heads across the
literally,
board.
literally peasants. Maybe a little bit more charisma skill, but outside of
Okay.
that, peasant.
Peasant.
Peasant. No one looks sussy. Lyric, you don't see anyone that, like, you recognize everyone in the crowd ultimately, because you saw him before, because you were mesmerized by the beautiful speech Ilara originally gave you. You also did take note of the people, and they all are
Alright.
there. And
I-
Silith, you don't see anyone particularly suspicious. You do see someone, like, kind of already eyeing the car, but when they turn around, you see, like, the really big dweeby glasses, and no, they're not a threat.
I'm gonna take a photo of them on the tablet.
Okay.
Can I
Just
follow
post
up?
photos
With
of the crowd.
Yeah.
Can I follow up with the insight checks? Is I did good with the perception?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go for it. Yeah,
Well,
you
not
see
as-
about the same. You see the same dweeby dude that not Alara, that Silas sees.
He's
and
just so dweeby.
Yeah, he's just like
Such a
normal
dweeb.
dweeb.
I just
So,
imagine
yeah.
that kind of guy.
He's just real dweeby. Like, he's that really, like, stereotypical, like, the class newspaper kid that has the little, like, foldy, like,
Aw.
notepad, like the spiral notepad, and he's like tapping his pen like on the side of it,
He's
like,
just
come
trying
on
his
guys, you're late, I gotta take my photo shoot now for the freaking quiz bowl team, let's go. He's definitely like one of those, but grown up, so now he has at least slightly better fashion sense, because now he just wears old people suits, and his hair is still unfortunately greasy, but now he says he just uses like pomade.
Oh, well,
He uses pomade.
that's even worse. Tori, how
Doesn't
did you
care
make
about
this
the
guy worse?
Don't know. I don't know why I've decided to pick on so heavily this poor little reporter dude, but
Yeah,
I
like
did.
what the hell? What did he do to
He's-
you?
He's
Don't
gonna be
know.
in the crowd like Ham is different now. She used to talk to the people, now she just
Oh.
talks to the hot reporters.
Truly.
God, we made him an incel.
You were gonna use your Jeremy Farts voice. I have felt it in my bones, Zero.
I wanted to so
I can't
bad.
wait for the fan art of this unnamed dweeby reporter that uses pomade. I can't
God.
wait for the beautiful fan art of him. Homework for tonight's session, everybody.
Oh my
Draw
God.
Where are
dweeby-
they?
Draw dweeby reporter pomade man. Anyways. Oh, I hate him. But anyways, so you all finally get out of the car, I imagine. And as she says, well, as you already know, like, don't talk to anybody that's there. Sorry, it's been a long morning. But yeah, don't talk to any of the policemen that are there. They're still doing their body stuff. Don't interact with the press at all. If they touch you, I won't say slap them, but don't. Just walk away. And whatnot. Okay?
Okay.
Whatnot
Yeah.
indeed.
Beautiful. And you all go walk it on, like good little employees. And she goes and starts talking to them, and this time, can you all do a perception check for me?
Mm-hmm.
Not persuasion.
Low key, I was gonna hit the same thing.
I almost always do it first.
Ah, man.
Oh, we're
Oh
descending.
my god. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Silas, for sure this time you hear it like almost clear as day. We're in the dream. You did not hear what they called her, but you hear where they're all like, Major Ham, you're back. We're so excited to see you. Oh my goodness. Can you tell us about the crime? And it kind of slowly just starts like fizzling off as you hear her, like, answer in the most usual police officery thing, like, well, at this time we can't say anything, and like that whole vibe. She starts going down that route, and naturally we all just tune out because we know it's BS. And ultimately she's like, for the integrity of the crime, I cannot disclose this information, but yeah. And you all get to the woods, and you all are in the woods. Would you like to have
Before
a
we
conversation?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Lyric's gonna look over at Silith and Mindlink. Silith, I need you to do me a favor. Stay as close to to our quadrant as possible without crossing the border.
Sounds good.
I have I'm pretty sure I can mind link with you and Sanchi now at the same time. As long as I'm within around a mile, I should be able to do it. I don't know how long I can do it for yet, but I figure if Sanchi can talk to me in my head, then she can relay whatever small ideas that she might have, and you can just mind link with Stalkin if you need to say anything. We'll keep in touch and do what we can for as long as I can hold it up. Is that okay?
Sounds good. Just
All right.
remember, let's try and be quick. Get to the camera as quick as possible. Don't forget to take photos. Try not to break anything.
I'll do my best. And then I turn over to Sanchi. Hey Sanchi, I'm gonna mind link with you. It's gonna be a constant thing, unlike usual.
Okay.
But you'll also be able to talk. I believe you'll be able to talk to Silith through me as well. Maybe not. Either way, I'm gonna be a telephone booth between you and her.
Alright.
Say again.
You got it.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
None of us did anything out loud.
All just stood there and stared at each other.
Feel
And
good.
as you
Have fun on your nature walk and waves and goes to her
police
quadrant.
police just kind of like look at you guys, and you could like see them like nudging each other and being like, what the are they?
Lyric cups his hands together. Make sure to stay together when you know. Then he just like puts his hands down and walks into the woods, confusing the police even more. I hope.
It's like, what the shit?
These guys.
Alright.
We have these freaks protecting us.
Can we see all the way to the cabin at the end?
No.
No.
Okay.
Big, heavy, dense woods, and yes, it's still raining.
Oh, okay.
And it's 2
That's not
miles
uncommon.
away. According
Yeah,
Yeah.
10
to it.
miles.
Yep.
I mean, I can
So-
fly up, at least,
Oh yeah, that's true.
to the tallest peak.
Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Yep, that was the wrong one.
Yep, so get on the other side of the line.
Boop.
There you go. Get in your litter boxes. Scoot.
So why is nobody searching the center?
Because Alara would be on her way to the cabin.
I don't see why we shouldn't
That
look
was it.
in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least someone. Sanchi, since you're aerial, do you want to keep an eye on the center?
Are you asking that out loud or through the mind link?
Mind link.
Are you part of the mind link? It's an exclusive
don't know.
club.
So
I can only
proficiency-
No
have.
one told Stakeen anything.
Too bad she's
What proficiency is it actually though?
3. We're at 3 for proficiency, so you could do it for all 3.
Okay, then, all right then. Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
edit, cut, delete, paste, new information. That was.
Yes, I'll keep an eye on the center. I also, this time around she forgot to mention anything about not flying above the tree line.
Yeah, she didn't tell me to beat you down if I had to this time. Oh yeah, she told me to do that.
I mean, you should probably still follow those orders to a degree. It
I
might
mean,
be suspicious
Yeah.
on their end.
There'll
the
be
people who are
suggestions,
watching us.
but she did not tell me, so I can't be blamed if I didn't do what I wasn't told.
you know what? He's actually got a point. She's actually got a point.
Yes, but you are still giving. Well, we sped through it, but you still know you're supposed to be watching the science building.
Well, she also didn't tell us that because we did say everything that she was supposed to say, and she didn't fill in
Exactly.
any details.
Yes, because she assumed we already knew. Don't be a smartass.
No, wait,
Well, I'm just
We're
saying,
just
if
trying
she
to keep
doesn't
her
believe what
alive.
we're saying,
we're not being smartasses.
yeah, I'm just saying, if she doesn't believe what we're saying, and we didn't hear her tell us exactly what to do, then can she really get mad if we break some rules?
Yes.
She can, but if she stays alive, I feel like it won't matter.
Should one of us ask Spears where we are in a
No.
grid? And no, I mean like, what if he doesn't know where we're at? And you're right about Spears not being Spears, and he's just talking to us, not really watching.
Don't know, but again, don't do anything suspicious.
Don't
Oh
be
no,
suspicious. Don't be
don't
suspicious.
be suspicious.
Ah, these woods are so thick. It's nothing like my homeland.
Ah, these woods are so thick. It's exactly like my homeland.
And yes, you get to all start your oh so adventurous quid. You want to woe those checks? For us?
I still gotta roll my psionic die to see how long this connection lasts. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Is it?
We'll
No,
insight the
sorry,
area.
not that one.
Oh,
Well, do we see if I'm inciting to see if there's anything specific that is changed in the area?
wouldn't that be more of an investigation?
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
oops.
Insight's like telling body language. If someone's
what I was
lying.
saying. Like,
Well, then there you go.
Mr. Tree, are you being different?
He
That
just goes
tree
and
looks
knocks on the
more-
tree.
Menacing today. I bet this tree's lying
I
to
mean,
me.
it's not just body language. It can be like this whole
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah. Oh my god, sorry. I have like chronic yawning syndrome.
I wanna. Can I check the tree that we marked?
I'm apparently not
wanna
getting
try-
enough oxygen.
I want to
Yeah,
try
go
and
check
find
it.
the tree that we marked.
Hell
if
yeah.
there's any marks on that tree with my 18 perception.
Ooh. So you like all just kind of casually start ding around all over the place. And you realize pretty quickly that this is not an area that you guys really walked last time. You've walked around here. Like you saw it from further away, but you guys were much more in the center of your grids.
Mhm.
And so this is all still kind of different and new. And with everything, you guys don't find anything. And the tree that you end up like coincidentally finding the tree that you marked, but it looks how it did before. There's no markings on it. You still see the dumb little stone that was on the ground that you used to mark it sitting in the same spot. So, yeah, no. Everything looks the same as it was.
Looks like it did a full reset.
Oh, sorry. What time did we arrive on the scene, by the way?
I cannot wait to talk about this in the recap. So the time it is now It is, drum roll, 7:45.
Did
I
we actually
repeat.
explain that to the audience? That
No.
we basically
Not,
had a
not
Mandela
now.
No.
effect?
No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is now where we normally would take a break, but instead, we're now met with our closed caption and sponsor, Mandela Effect. Mandela Effect is a thing that happens quite often to us elderly millennials, where we believe we remember one thing and gaslight ourselves into believing it, but it actually
Like
didn't
bears being
happen.
bears.
It's actually
It's
just
because
the
two
dementia.
universes, when two timelines collide, this is the after effect that some
Do you
people
remember what
one
happened
life.
in my first campaign? Yeah, that happened here. With the last session,
Again.
we all fully believed that I said times last time. And this is not a ploy to go rank up our views because nothing will ever beat the first episode of Dr. Decker. But I hope one day it will be beaten. But for now, it won't be. But I did not say the times last time. And if we did, everyone go in the comments on the previous session and tell us timestamps of when we said these times because two of us has listened to the stream and I never said times. But we
You
all
said two
remember me
times.
saying times.
And then you said two time amounts that have passed.
But apparently not. So, yes. And now, our sponsor from Mandela Effect, where you can use a 5% discount code on AARP, is now in the link below. Not sponsored officially, but we found it on Groupon. But anyhow, and scene. Back to the woods. So yeah, everything looks nice and normal to all of you. And yeah, everything is nice and reset. And it is 7:45. Timestamp this. Somebody.
Oh my god.
I have it in my notes.
Y'all
7:45.
just making more work for me to edit. What the hell?
It's actually 9. It's actually
Do I not have enough
9:33.
with Life is Strange?
So you do edit
How
them.
dare.
You got rid of
do.
them. You got rid of it. I knew it.
Actually, no. Nope. Technically, unless they tell me to edit things within the D&D streams, they just go straight up to Twitch.
Yep.
Or
I don't-
straight to YouTube.
I don't say anything.
God, you
ever.
just started the conspiracy. It goes up on Twitch and it goes up on Twitch and it's not the times.
How
Ooh.
dare.
Alrighty.
But
I went
yes,
to.
so roughly 7:45, you all are wandering through. Do you want to do anything else in this quadrant before we move up?
One more perception check.
I'd like
Go
to.
for
I'd
it.
also would.
I did a survival to see if there's anything different plant-wise that might give any kind of indication.
Okay.
Uh,
And Sanchi, what was the perception for?
So I want to perceive towards the center lane as well as back towards Ilara.
Yeah. So as you're like hopping and bopping in.
Oh no, that
and-
first one was my first perception.
Yeah, I got you. No worries. I'm going down the line. But for the plant life lyric, everything looks normal from what you recall. Everything's nice and lush, mossy, gross, wet, except you're not getting wet because of the tree leaves. Kind of stops the raindrops before it gets to you. And yeah.
Just pure nature.
Yep. Truly.
Oh,
And this
man,
is
if you
also
can
where I
enjoy it.
recommend yet again. If you're not listening to a 10-hour rain stream in the forest, you're missing out on the atmosphere that it gives and the whole other level. But as for where Alara's at, you have, with those checks, you do not see her or really hear her. So you must assume she's still doing the interviews.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So time has passed a little bit. You all are wandering in. I'll say, you all started pretty much at 7:45 and give or take, time goes on. And you move on to the next one. And it is now,
Wait,
I'll
that's
say
not
that you
10
guys are
miles at
moving
all.
a little bit quicker. And then, damn, Stockine fucking booking it. No, kidding. Stockine.
See, I use my speed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Use my quote unquote second wind and action surge at the same time
I love
to
this for you.
create a brand new power.
I love this for
Brand
you.
new feat.
I bet
And
I still run
now-
faster than you.
The time is
Probably.
and I quote 8:30. It is 8:30 a.m. And at this
AM.
point, beep 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 beep. No. You then hear through the comms, Ilara goes, "I finished talking to them finally."
Oh.
And then you hear Spears chime in, "Yeah, you did kind of bad."
You did bad.
Worse
And
than
she's like,
And the-
"No."
Goddamn, Spears.
In the mind link, I'm gonna say we should find that camera quick and then try and meet back up.
Yeah.
Did worse than
Sounds
argue?
like a plan.
Well, no, I don't think. And then you just hear Spears says, "Her face was not believable at all."
What did
In
she
what
do that
regard?
face again?
Well, it was obvious she was hiding things.
Was she doing that cutesy face again? Like that weird thing?
No. No, I also don't know what cutesy face. When did she do that?
Spears, do you even know what cute is?
He's dated before.
No. Not really dated.
Wasn't he married?
Like,
I thought you
Spears?
dated Connor.
what?
Only Stockine knows that.
Yeah,
Oh,
only
never
Stockine
mind.
knows.
Never mind.
So with
I
the
didn't say that then.
25,
Totally
Do I
didn't
make
say
it?
that then.
do I make it to my tree?
You do.
By the way,
Find
when
the
you make it
camera?
to the when you make it
Stockine's
to the
gonna attempt to
tree,
get it out again.
Stocking had already gotten broken out of it, but Silith is now also broken from the mine link.
Yep. Oh, wow! I found a camera here! Oh my! Huh, I think I should photograph this.
What it? Oh, it was sleight of hand. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand to get it out.
You all
Oh,
get
Do
it
you want
out.
me to get the camera out, Silith?
Sure, you can do that. What is
Okay.
it doing here? It doesn't belong here.
Sanchi, what you perceiving?
I'm perceiving both towards the center square and also towards the lab that's off to our right.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
So you look over.
I think it's pertinent to note that I tried to pick the highest tree, the
Mhm.
tallest tree from my vantage point here.
And with that advantage point, it'd be doing good because you immediately notice that with you being up at a higher tree than you were before, you are able to get a better view of the science building. And you can tell, yet again, it looks mega futuristic, mega spooky, and ominous sounding. And ultimately, you do notice that this time you're able to see that there is a third person out there instead of the two that you saw prior. And technically haven't seen yet. But because you didn't see him till the third square. But
Yes.
you do see a person already out there just kind of wandering about. You can't really do any like identifiable stuff on them. You know they're wearing the weird white lab coat like any stereotypical science person. But outside of that, there's nothing like super striking about them. They just look like human.
Since Lyric just Stocking just found and Silith found the camera, is there any kind of response from the scientist?
No, they're pretty far off, so you could just
Okay.
see them like kind of just like it's like a white dot just like walking. So you know it's a person, but
But you said I
away.
see the other two are still out there as well, or just the one?
You just the one right now.
Well,
They haven't come out yet.
I let via mindlink Lyric know.
All
Lyric
right.
trip and fell. Okay. There
Yeah.
he is.
No. Lyric's currently like looking. He's at the tree. He's just looking for the camera at the moment. And Lyric hears Sunshade and tells her, "Hey, oh by the way, thanks for letting me know. I've disconnected from the other two. I think they got out of range. At least I hope they just got out of range. Anyways, did you get that camera that you found last time?
No, I'm leaving that to you.
Where did you even find the first one?
We marked it. Remember, Lyric, remember.
And they fly off.
Look, I'm at the one that I found, but didn't you find one?
And then I say through the not through the mind link, but through the comms.
Elara, have you found any cameras in your quadrant?
No. Nope.
Ah, this one says it's from the science lab. Ah, this is Ness's woods. This shouldn't belong here.
Oh, what a shocking surprise. You hear her say in just an equally horrible you know what? Actually, does she? You know what?
Oh,
Let's
no.
find out. Let's see if Alara's good at acting today, guys.
Actually, I
Oh,
believe
she's
that sounds like a
actually-
deception.
Silith is intentionally being bad.
Deception. Let's see. She does okay.
Very
Okay,
much
well-
like a, do you believe me yet? I found it immediately.
Deceptions
She's
are
not believable.
usually contested by insight. I'm inciting.
True. You definitely could tell that she is doing bad at acting. At lying. She's like, wow, a camera? Whatever would that be doing in the woods? This is such a strange phenomenon.
I would like to play along and ask if
Do you think we should raid the science building next?
I'm all
Baby,
for that.
that will be for another day. We first
No,
have
I
to
think we
get
should
to
do
the
it today.
cabin. That sounds like a horrible idea. We have to be
What?
in the cabin today.
No, they'll try and
Let's go to the
escape. It
cabin
has
right
to be
now, then.
today. We have to go there today.
Maybe. We will see.
Maybe we
Silas
should.
just like waiting at the line, like, give me the all clear.
Yeah.
Maybe if we make our way to the cabin more expeditiously, we might be able to make both happen today.
But what if there's something in the third area you're missing? Shouldn't you all
There's
go
not.
check that?
Well, I think that we've already found the biggest clue there is here. Doesn't this basically
There's
confirm the story that someone was telling us? I think it was the Grimbolds.
Possibly.
No, I think it does.
Well,
It definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't look good that there's cameras being found from the science building inside the woods that do not belong to them, and that we have
Mhm.
people on record saying so. So I say let's storm the cabin, kill whoever's. Well, capture whoever's inside, and if anyone's inside, and then maybe go kick some ass at the science building.
are you
But
saying
the
all
police
this?
should be securing it. Obviously, no
Okay.
evidence would be tampered with.
I didn't see any
and
cops.
she's like, well, guys, is it now a bad time to say that? And you like hear a door close, and she goes, that they're here?
Yes, yeah, it was a bad time.
And you all walk up to the cabin, just naturally. 'Cause
Run.
She... yeah, you all run, dash, sprint,
Mhm.
whatever. And you see her, like, standing outside, and she goes, well, I'm not dead.
Well,
'Cause
that's
we
good
will
news.
do.
And she says, would you like to go meet the officers that are here?
Can we
Sure.
swing first and ask questions later?
No.
They're doing their civic duty. We should not interfere.
Can I perceive if there's any signs on the wind of perceive if there's like a scent on the wind of like explosives or etc. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh well, okay. Well, I did my best.
Oh, I lied.
You
I sure
just
can't.
smell Mother Nature.
Can I insight the people inside?
I feel like you'd have
Yeah.
to be inside with them to do that. But
I agree as well.
It's okay.
But
It's okay because I did bad.
yep. Here we go. Okay. Sorry. I was pulling stuff up. But anyhow, she's like, so would you guys like to go in?
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Okay.
And I make a hand
And she-
signal at Silas to mind the thing.
Oh wait, Stucky wants to look around outside first. Just
And you
like
just see
make
her
sure
like
there's
sit
no
on
one.
the step. Go on.
I'm gonna sit next to Alara.
I'm going to
Mm,
also be
investigate.
very
Wow.
close for reasons.
Lyric
Well,
the
Do you-
ground like a
nothing.
dog. No.
Chuck,
No, I'm
do you want? Oh, God.
I say I'm just gonna be standing next to her and checking the door. I guess I'll look at the door for any signs of a broken entry for the first time around.
I was already in. But go on. Sakine, you were looking around.
Yes.
Do you want any company with that?
If you want to, Lyric.
We should definitely stay in pairs. And he like looks at him. He just gives him a look.
Well, and
Hmm.
you all go off and go search, walk around. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
No, just anything
Yeah.
sussy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. So you can roll investigations and check and see if you guys see anything.
More investigates.
Ooh, lyric.
Can I do a survival to see if like anything's up with the woods around us?
Yeah.
Man,
No. Nothing's
I did really well twice today.
Maybe also
Yep.
take a look for footprints. Sanchi says over the mind link.
Go for it. As you look around out in the front.
Use your special owl eyes.
My brand.
Yep.
Well, I meant you, but I mean, okay, I can look with my owl eyes from over here.
Oh. Well, if
Everything
I
looks
can do it.
Good job, guys. You did great. But no, so as you guys slowly make your way around the building, Stockine, you notice everything
Mhm.
is pretty much how you remember it, except for when you get all the way over here. I should be able to ping you all. There we
Over
go.
Here.
Here. Yes, like right
Oh, the purple spot. Okay,
there.
purple spot.
No, yellow. You're right.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, fine.
Then what was the purple?
That
That was
was
Sanchi?
me. That's where I saw the ping earlier. I was directing your attention to where I saw it. Go back and check the video logs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not again. But
You'll see it's there
that-
unless somebody changes it in post.
The conspiracy.
Oh, God.
But Sakine, as you're looking off into the distance, kind of off to where the third quadrant would be, that wasn't investigated. You notice kind of near the ground. Well, I guess not near the ground, but near the cabin. Not like right up
Mhm.
on it, but like, you know, when you have that dumb little like half side yard that exists,
Oh, yeah.
it's like
That you can't
that
do
length
anything with.
away. Yeah. Like it's a little like it's just big enough to where you're like, oh, I could put a bench here, but it's dumb to put a bench there.
Yeah,
You
'cause
notice
then you
that
don't
there's
have
some
space.
dirt that looks a little kerfuffled. There's
Okay.
some dirt that looks a little, one could say, ooh disturbed.
The best band in the world, man! And immediately, Stakeen turns to Lyric and just goes, "Does this look a little disturbed, me?"
Does. Let's investigate it.
Let's investigate it.
Yeah, so you guys want to walk over to the disturbed mound.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
What a great
Ah,
time.
man.
Damn.
Dude,
Don't worry, we'll get
I had
there.
a
We'll
night of
adjust
three.
you
Okay,
all.
Lyric at least did well this time.
We'll adjust
We're
you
over
all.
here,
No
right?
worries. Yep.
Yeah, we're like
Yep,
over
yep,
here.
yep. Move her back here. Yep, so you guys are like right in this area almost. Like just a hair over. And Lyric, you're looking at the ground and you notice kind of evidently that like where all the rest of the ground is not really like grass, it's like a moss and like dirt. You notice that this like patch of moss, almost like carpet, like just like a section of carpet that's made of moss, is like picked up and like torn out, and there's just a bunch of loose dirt under it.
I move it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I move it using my newly found power of psionic dagger because now I don't have to find stick to move things.
And
He does that.
right. And you move it around and you pretty quickly move it and you immediately see a very small piece of white cloth kind of sticking out, and then you see a very, very small foot. And that is where we're gonna end
Oh
tonight's
god, she's been
session.
dead the whole time.
Ah! No!
Man, why? Why do you do this?
I have to find the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody tells Silent. Oh my god.
A very small foot.
How small?
Oh
Tiny.
god, it better not be Stocking's daughter.
No.
It's terrible.
Never give the DM ideas. Come on now.
It is not.
I always do by accident. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. No.
It's just a small foot. I'm sure they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt nap.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get pissed off Franklin all the way here?
That's what I was about to say.
Ah, yes, of course.
It's probably just
Pissed
that
off
girl who
Franklin.
called Stucking Daddy.
Or it could be one of the missing victims. You should go
No,
read
I
it.
don't
You
think
have
she
a
did.
halfling, I believe.
Oh,
gnome.
oh yeah. No! The nuts!
I was right with Haribo. Oh no.
Oh no,
Oh no.
he's gone.
Haribo, why? Only the best character I've ever made, ever, gone forever.
The last of the druids.
Ah.
And with that, you can go watch our previous stream where they missed this the first time because their rolls were bad. But
Yes, they were.
Talia. No, we found Talia. Xena Flickerfoot, we did not find. Who is a gnome. So yeah,
Unknown.
probably our lovely
We
gnome.
may have found a
Oh
gnome
god.
I can't help but feel
So-
Lara knew she was here.
Ooh, more theories.
Ooh,
Which-
suspect.
Which,
God.
ooh, time to figure out if we want to do theory crafting next session or actually play. But
Oh,
I wanna play.
good.
I want
so
to
do I.
play.
Good. I love it.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
Bye guys.
Thanks for watching our video. Keep updated on all things Plasmacoin by joining our Discord and following us on our social media pages linked in the description below. If you want more Plasmacoin content, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels, and watch another video up in the corner here. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye!